Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. The short hands, it's Becker. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Finding open areas. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back.
There's some room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the 1st on the ground like that. We're in a
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Caught in the backfield and shot. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Oh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Missouri's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Floating away. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Humphreys. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Phillips. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on! They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabs it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game 1. It's tough to take an injury this early. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Simmons to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nice move to pick up yardage. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. quarterback going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the left, it's Hardy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Flips it out to the back. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it, it's Hardy. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a deep grab. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Simmons. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch.
Hits the accelerator to the right. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch plays.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throwing Simmons. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Makes the grab. It's Humphries. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Oh, he's got some space. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
And that's not what this defense was hoping for, man. They got to find a way to get the ball back to their offense. They've already dug themselves a hole, and now 3 plays, 3 1st downs. Man, they've got to find some answers. Got to get some pressure on the QB. Find a way to force a turnover or 2 to get back in this football game.
Pocket breaking down. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Simmons to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hardy. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Simmons on the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa, taking on the Northern Illinois Huskies. And it's the Hawkeyes, looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. There he goes! They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Simmons bringing the heat. Fires on the move. Working that left side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sweet cut there. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got his man. At the 20, he's got space. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Throwing Simmons. Still looking on the move. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tigers. Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Frazier again. Got a little grass. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Stockton. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's a give to Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Simmons. Escapes the pressure going right. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Off the left side, it's Hardy. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations.
He's going to let it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. That's caught. It's Frazier. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he's going to try to return it. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.